Alright guys, today we are going to be doing the carburetor and fuel lines on a homelite blower back. I don't see a model on this thing. Oh, there's probably one under here. Let's see if you guys can see that. I'll put that in the description below. Alright, all the parts will be in the description below. It comes in a kit, spark plug, fuel lines, carburetor, everything you need is going to be in the description below. I use HIPA products. Alright, first thing we're going to go ahead and do is take off the air filter cover. Alright, and then it looks like torque 25 bolts. We got two of them. We're going to take those out. We're going to go ahead and just cut these lines. I'll tell you where the lines go later on the film here. Pop that off. Gasket came off with it. This is just a little S-turn cable. We're just going to slide it up and out like that. Alright, no big deal. Pop the gas cap off. Oh, that's on there. Good. And then we're going to go ahead and drain all the old gas out. I don't care if you just bought it or not. Get rid of all the old gas. Any gas that you use is going to be brought brand new today gas. Or that you're going to mess up your brand new carburetor and you're not going to be happy. So get rid of the old gas. We're going to go ahead and grab the old fuel lines right on out of here. Get them out. See, it's that just crumbled. Just snapped right off. It's just dry rotted. Even if you think your lines are good, the interior line could be collapsing. See, there's an interior and an exterior. So the exterior may look fine, but the interior one could be collapsing on you. So you change your lines to your carburetor, everything when you do this job. Alright, now we got the filter. You can pull them off to the top, get them out of there. Any of the debris we're going to clean out. A little fresh gas, rinse it out, whatever you got to do. I'm going to use an air chuck and blow it out. You kind of wipe off the top of the gas tank. You don't want any dirt going into the tank. Make sure everything's nice and clean before you start. Alright, let's get this kit out. Let's see what we got in here. Got a couple of filters, spark plug, brand new carburetor, couple of gaskets, and then underneath this plastic you got all the other stuff. Fuel lines, air filters, carb adjustment tool, may or may not need that. A couple of primer bulbs. Everything you need to do this job is included in the kit. Alright, we're going to start with the fuel lines. We're going to take and we're going to cut a tip, a point on it. Now if you have to, go ahead and cut a few times. Just take half the line off a few times if you have to. Because I have bent over needle nose. You may have just straight needles. You may need to get down in there decently. We're going to go ahead to the right hand. It doesn't matter which hole you go in. I'm going to the right hand hole. Get it shoved in there a little bit. Reach in with your needle nose. Grab the line. And pull it on out. We're going to go ahead and pull this all the way on out. Like so. We're going to cut the tip off of it. We're going to shove a filter on it. And then we're going to push that filter all the way back down in. Make sure it's sitting on the bottom of the tank. Might have to work it around or take a screwdriver in there. There we go. Get it nice and laying down on the bottom of the tank. Here, see if you can see it real quick. Laying on the bottom of the tank like so. That's where you want that. Alright, then we're going to go ahead and well, let's see where this goes here. This is going to go to around this area right here. We're going to cut it to length. Then we're going to cut the other line into a tip. Again, if you got to cut further down, go ahead, not a big deal. Whatever you got to do to get it done. Shove it in the second hole. Grab it with your needle nose pliers. And just pull it through, you know, about an inch. Not even a big deal. Leave that one long. That's your return line. The other one's your filter line. All right. All right. New carburetor. We're going to take the air filter assembly. This goes in, filter towards the machine. We're going to put our carburetor on our air filter assembly. Then we're going to take the gasket. It's got a little tiny hole on it. You want to make sure that lines up with that tiny hole right there. So it's going to go on like that. That's your vacuum line that runs the fuel pump that's built into your carburetor. We're going to go ahead and get the cable in. It's just an S-turn. Just goes right on in like so. And you can get everything lined up. Torque 25. Where the heck that went? Alright, this is all the way in. Alright, get it all tightened up all the way. Okay. Nice and tightened down. And then we got filter lines. The short one here, let me get you lined up here. Is that one you can see good now? Yeah, we can see good. Short line is the filter, long line is the return. So the filter line is going to go to the bottom nipple right here, the one furthest from the primer bulb. So I got to cut this line a little bit shorter and put it on. That's the filter line. You don't want it the line too long because it'll kink. You want it just nice, a little bit of slack in it. And then the return line goes to the one closest to the primer bulb. Cut that off. Pop it in. Just a little bit slack. You want it just so that the lines shrink a little bit. It won't pull off, and it's not too long where it kinks it over. All right, we got this in. We're gonna go ahead and dump some fresh gas in this so we can prime it up. Let me get a good view here. All right, a little gas. Prime it up. All right, sucking gas in now. There we go. Primed up perfect. That lets you know you've done it right so far. If it doesn't prime up, if you look in the tank and it's blowing foam out of the filter, you've got these lines backwards. Flip them around, no big deal. Gonna put the gas cap back on. Just like so. And we're going to go ahead and put the air filter cover on it. And that's how you put the carb and fuel lines onto these leaf blowers. Alright guys, this helped you out in any way, shape, or form. Give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. All parts will be in the description below. Just click on the link. If you want to do any advertising through my channel, message me. Be more than happy to have you. Peace.